everybody, how you doing? So let me ask you something. Do you think there snows in Northern Virginia? Well, for those that live in the area, every time we hear that snow is coming our way, we always think, oh yeah, sure, right, it's just gonna snow a little bit here and there and that's about it. Well, let me tell you what happened this year. First week of January 2022. It's around 6 a.m. My dogs wake me up to let them out. They always wake up around 6. So my husband, he always wakes up super early to go to the gym and then to work. And he's off the day, so he's still sleeping. So I decided to let him sleep in. So I leave the bedroom. I don't turn on the lights. My dogs are impatient, waiting outside the door. So we walk towards the main floor. So I try to turn on the lights that go to the basement and nothing. So maybe it's just burnt. So I walk to the kitchen and I try to turn on the light. Turn on the light. And nothing. I said, okay, no power, no big deal, right? So I turn on the light on my phone, walk downstairs with the dogs, let them out. I feed them, and since I didn't have anything time sensitive that day, I say, you know what? I'm just gonna go back to bed for a little longer. So I did just that. 2 hours later, we wake up, let the dogs out so they can play, and let me tell you, it was kind of hard to bring those dogs back in because they absolutely love playing in the snow. We finally come back in, try to turn on the lights, and there's still nothing. Then my husband looks at me and says, see, I told you to have gotten pizza last night. I said, you know what? Not gonna lie, pizza sounds pretty good right now. We both were hungry, and I had to let him have this one. Hours go by, the fireplace goes strong. Thank goodness for the fireplace. We start to get hungry. Then jokes here, jokes there. We start to have creative with what you're going to eat. By the way, where are my manners? If it's your first time here, my channel, my name is Mariana Bridges. I'm a real estate agent with eXp Realty here in Stafford, Virginia. But now, let's move on with the story. It was getting dark outside, but all in all, we were okay because we had food, the dogs had food, we had water, we had the fireplace, we had books, crosswords, puzzles, and we were just trying to make the best we could out of the situation. But then we got tired, we got bored, and we said, let's just go to bed a little earlier, and maybe when we wake up in the morning, power will be back on. That wasn't the case. We woke up, I tried to turn on the lights like 1,000 times. It didn't work. And then we said, wow, maybe something really bad happened and it's just gonna take a little longer to get fixed. Which is not a big deal. So there's a Facebook group in the neighborhood, and if you want to know what's going on in the neighborhood, you just check the page and you pretty know what's going on. So that's what we did, and we came to find out that the situation was way worse than we thought it was. There were downed trees and power lines laying all over the neighborhood. And we had down trees with power lines blocking both sides of our street. So it wasn't safe to go anywhere. There was no way to go anywhere. We were stuck because nobody knew if the power lines were live or not. And the whole neighborhood was pretty much like that. So we had to wait. Temps were really low, and we were all worried, especially about elderly and children, because it was really cold. We were getting short on supplies, firewood, generators were failing around the neighborhood. 2 days go by, 3, 4, and at this point, we had to be creative. On the second day at night, we decided to try to cook in the fireplace because we didn't know how long this was gonna take. We had just purchased a new set of pots and pans on Christmas, and we were about to get rid of the old ones. Good thing we didn't have the time to do it because they were lifesavers. They're totally ruined now, but they helped us big time, and we decided to keep them for situations like this. It wasn't pleasant, but we were okay. We were lucky enough to have the fireplace, layers of clothes on, dogs to hug. You're just really tired because you're taking shifts, taking turns to take care of the fireplace, make sure that the fireplace was going. So my husband was taking care of the night shift, and I was taking care of the day shift while he was resting, while he was sleeping. So we were really exhausted, but still okay. Thousands of people were without power after the storm. And on the 5th day, we finally saw the energy company in our street for the first time. This whole time, we were charging our devices in our cars with the garage door open, so we could use it for work, and everything worked out okay. I am so thankful that I have awesome friends that are also agents, and they helped me out so much while I was stuck at home without being able to leave my house to go show properties to my clients. So, big thanks to them. Again, I already thanked them, but I want to thank them again because they really helped me. And so, if you work with me, I got you covered. On the 5th day in the morning, the power company was in our street finally. Think about Christmas morning. It was amazing to see them. I was so happy. But then they left. And we were like, they'll come back, right? They will come back. Yeah, they will. Then it started to get dark and start to get late. And you're like, you know what? I think it's better if you make our fireplace dinner now. So we made our dinner in the fireplace, and I kept checking outside every 2 seconds because I always hope for the best. And then they came back, and then they left again. Still no power. And then out of nowhere, power was back. My husband was sleeping by the fireplace. To get ready to take care of the fireplace during the night shift to make sure the fireplace is going strong. And then I remember the lights were on, and I wake him up and I tell him, hey, power is back. We don't have to do this anymore. And then he slowly opened his eyes, and then he says, okay. And then I see him moving around. I say, okay, he's taking his time to wake up. He's just tired. And then I go around the house. I start raising the temperature 1 degree at a time. I want to raise all the way up, but I said, all right, it's better if I do 1 degree at a time. And then I go around the house, do a little cleaning while the temperature is going up. And then I finally go upstairs to take my long hot shower. Then I come back downstairs. He's still sleeping. And I said, maybe he fell back asleep. He's that tired. And then I wake him up again. And then this time, I think the first time he thought he was dreaming. But this time he wakes up and then he looks around. And I tell him, hey, power is back. And he's like, it is? Since when? I'm like, since 2 hours ago? And oh. This was how the first week of the year was for us and thousands of other people around here. Sometimes we think we're prepared, sometimes we don't take that serious, or sometimes we think things like this will never happen to us, but then Mother Nature prove us wrong. This video is getting too long, so I'm gonna make another one going into more details on how we did those 5 days, how our experience was. So hopefully that can help you somehow in case something like this happens to you. For now, I thank you for watching. I'm Mariana Bridges with eXp Realty in Stafford, Virginia. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and I will see you next week.